Go Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hey everyone, welcome to my review for the Power Rangers movie. Yes, the new Power Rangers movie came out now in the 2017 version. I'm sorry, yeah. That's how they talk in the old school Power Rangers movie. But yes, the 2017 Power Rangers movie. A movie that some people were really anticipating and some people could care less about. Me, I was on the fence with this movie. I did a trailer reaction for it months ago and I thought it looked kind of interesting and stuff, and yeah. I grew up with the Power Rangers. I never cared for the Power Rangers. When I was a kid, I was entertained by the TV show and stuff and some of the movies and stuff, but as I got older, I realized the Power Rangers were just not my thing. They were silly, cheesy, dumb fun, but dumb fun. It's the kind of dumb fun that I'm not interested in, and I'm not very entertained by it. I'm not a Power Rangers fan, yes. Maybe when I was a kid, I liked it okay, but as an adult, I have no nostalgia for the Power Rangers, yeah. So I'm not a Power Rangers fan. Yeah, I watched a lot of the episodes of the show. I watched the movies, like the first Power Rangers movie. I saw that in theaters when I was a kid. I watched the Turbo movie and stuff, yeah. Really stupid, dumb, over-the-top movies, so yeah. All in all, I'm not a Power Rangers fan, so yeah. I was going into this new Power Rangers movie with just meh expectations because, honestly, I'm not a Power Rangers fan, but the trailers did seem kind of interesting, so I went to go see it. I got to see an early screening of it, and here are my thoughts. Yeah, okay, let's get to it. But yeah, let's get into it. This movie has Bryan Cranston, Bill Hader, Elizabeth Banks. None of them are very big in this movie, but they're in it. This movie actually stars a bunch of teenage actors that I have no idea who they are yet. I'm not familiar with these actors, but they're the lead characters. Bryan Cranston is Zordon, Bill Hader is Alpha 5, and you got Elizabeth Banks as Rita. I will get to her in a second. Oh, I can't wait to talk about her. This movie stars a bunch of teenagers. They all play the original Power Rangers, you know, like Billy and Zach and Kimberly, you know, the friggin' original, the original 5, or yeah, it's a 5, yeah, 5. Yeah, you got the Blue Ranger, you got the Red Ranger, the Pink Ranger, all that shit, and these kids, you know, they get these powers and stuff. Even on this show, they didn't get, like, super strength or anything, but they changed it up. Yeah, it's, you know, because it's a reimagining, you know, they're gonna do it differently and stuff. They get these powers and stuff, and they're meant to be the Power Rangers, the savior of the world. It's almost kind of like Voltron, but not as interesting and not as cool, but still it's the Power Rangers and shit. And they have to defeat the evil Rita and stuff, and she wants to, you know, take over the world and shit. You know, that campy shit. And basically, what people fell in love with Power Rangers was the Power Rangers themselves, the characters, these other side characters like Zordon and stuff, and of course the villains like Lord Zed and Rita and all that shit, Ivan Ooze and all that. Yeah, I could care less about all that shit, and yeah, people love the silly action, the very over-the-top kung fu action, which was not really well choreographed in the show, but people loved it. But yeah, this movie is directed by Dean Israelite, and he directed the 2014 movie Project Almanac. That was a piece of shit movie, so yeah, this is the second movie he's doing, and thank God it's better than Project Almanac, but yeah, I wasn't really expecting some good direction because that movie was god-awful. But he did an okay job with this movie. Just the movie as a whole, it just wasn't for me. This movie is definitely not for me. It's not my kind of thing. It's definitely not a movie I would actually see again or even want to watch again. But good news. There's good news, people. Very good news. This is a great movie for Power Rangers fans. So yeah, good job, Power Rangers movie. You're going to please every single Power Rangers fan out there because if you grew up with the show and you have this big fondness, this huge fan base, this nostalgia for Power Rangers, this movie's for you. Like, it brings the characters, it's got the silly, over-the-top characters, there's this sheer cheesiness about this movie. It's got the characters you all know and love and stuff, the over-the-top villain, they get into Power Rangers suits and they do their thing, especially in the third act. Every Power Rangers fan is gonna have, like, friggin' jerk their load off because they're going to have the biggest fangasm near the ending of this movie, because even I'll admit, like, I'm not a Power Rangers fan, but it's kind of fun. The CG is very noticeable, but it's fun, dumb entertainment, and even I was having a little bit of fun at the ending of the movie because that's when shit goes down. But people will love the teen angst, the silliness, the cheesiness. They'll love these characters. I could care less about these characters, but people who grew up with these characters and they want to see these characters reimagined and stuff, people are going to love it. The Power Rangers fans are going to adore this movie. If you're not a fan of Power Rangers, you don't like the Power Rangers, you could give two shits about the Power Rangers, you're going to feel the same about this movie. This movie's not going to make you a Power Rangers fan, and you're not going to give two flying shits about this movie. You might find some entertainment here and there, but you're not going to really give a fuck about this movie. I don't think this movie is going to piss anyone off. No one's going to put this on like a worst movies of the list. No one's going to despise this movie, but honestly, no one's gonna love it unless you're a Power Rangers fan. Power Rangers fans, I can see them loving this movie. Personally, I'm not a Power Rangers fan, so this movie just wasn't for me. It really wasn't. I really could care less about these characters. The teenage actors do okay jobs. None of them are great actors. None of them at all are great actors. They do a passable job, every single one of them, and they're fine. I could give two shits about their problems and their family lives and their school lives. I could care less, but they do a passable job. My favorite character actually was Billy. I liked Billy. I liked how they did Billy in this, and he was pretty funny. He had a funny joke here and there that I did laugh at and stuff, and Bryan Cranston as Zordon was just great casting. Like, he's very good. I enjoyed him for what he was. He's not big in it, but he was great. I like Bryan Cranston because it's Bryan Cranston. Anytime Bryan Cranston's in a movie, you're gonna love me some Bryan Cranston. Everyone loves Bryan Cranston, so he was awesome. Bill Hader as Alpha 5, he had a joke here and there that was pretty good, but all in all, he was kind of annoying. I don't even like him in the show, but he was pretty annoying, so I could care less about Alpha 5, but all you Alpha 5 fans, you'll love him. But yeah, all in all, it wasn't interesting to me. The first half of the movie is like teen angst shit. Like, they don't even get into the Power Rangers shit until like the last half. That's when it picks up and shit, but the first half is like a straight teen movie, and again, Power Rangers fans, they'll love it, they'll love these characters, they'll find a lot of the situations very funny, very enjoyable. Oh, that's just the sheer cheesiness of Power Rangers. I wasn't laughing. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate myself watching it, but it was just kind of blah for me. Just, Like, this is Power Rangers, but more darker, but still has that cheesy silliness and dumb fun, but again, I had zero investment in this movie. Like, again, I'm not a Power Rangers fan, and I was trying to get invested, but again, these characters weren't written interestingly enough for me to get invested in stuff. There was nothing very unique or original about the film, so, like, that's the only way I could see a lot of people loving it if this movie was so different from Power Rangers. But again, this movie wanted to be a reimagining, but the movie was made for Power Rangers fans. Basically, this movie answered the question, what if Power Rangers was remade today with our technology and special effects? That's what this movie did. That's exactly what this movie did. It's an exact Power Rangers movie, but with our technology, with our special effects and all this special CGI and shit. It's got the same campiness, silliness, and over-the-top and dumb fun as every Power Rangers episode and movie. Just it has CGI, it has good effects, it has better effects. Like, look at the Power Rangers movie back in the 90s. Garbage effects, but this movie, just, again, it's not for me. It's not for me. I didn't really get invested with the characters or the story. I could give two shits about what's happening. And the villain, let's get to Rita. Elizabeth Banks, she's great. I love Elizabeth Banks as an actress. She was very miscast in this movie. I don't know if that was the point. I don't know if we were supposed to laugh at her, but I was laughing at her throughout most of the movie. All the times she was trying to be very deadly, very scary, very intimidating, I was laughing my ass off. She is so over the top, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, if that was what they were going for, I guess they succeeded because she's ridiculous in this movie. Very ridiculous, really over the top. Like, again, she was trying to be scary at times, and for them to make actually a compelling and scary, intimidating villain, they failed horribly at that. She is so over the top and so unscary, and just, she posed no threat to me. Like, when she gets into characters' faces and starts talking with her weird voice, I'm like, wow, this is really silly and very cheesy, and I could care less, and wow, she's not scary at all. Like, zero intimidation from her. Like, again, I think that's just miscast. Elizabeth Banks is a great actress, but her performance was so over the top, and I don't think she did a very good job. Personally, I don't think she was very good as Rita. Okay, if they were going for a silly vibe, I don't know if they were going for that, because if they were, she would have been much funnier, like, intentionally funny, like, one-liners and good jokes and stuff. She doesn't really have a lot of good jokes. Just the stuff when she's trying to be scary, I was laughing because it was so not scary, it was so fucking over the top. So yeah, if they were trying to go scary, they should have casted her better, or should have just at least directed her better, but yeah. Let's get to the good things. The good things is the ending. The third act, the climax, the big battle scene and shit when they're in their Power Rangers suits kicking some ass. It's a lot of fun. It's dumb fun, but it is a lot of fun. It's really kick-ass. It's pretty damn entertaining. Even though I could give two shits about the story or the characters, I was having some fun. And there was a lot of scenes I was like, wow, that's some obvious CGI. There's a lot of scenes you could really notice the special effects, but you know what? It's kind of fun. It's dumb fun, and I was entertained. I was like, yeah, this is pretty awesome. Woo, go kick some ass. That's about it, though. Like, again, I didn't mind Billy. I didn't mind Bryan Cranston. There's a few good action scenes here and there. The ending climax is really badass, but as a movie, as a whole, I found it blah. It wasn't very memorable to me, and it really didn't entertain me. And that's what this movie is made for. It's made to entertain Power Rangers fans. If you're a Power Rangers fan, check this out. You'll have a blast. But if you're like me and you're not a Power Rangers fan, then this movie will definitely not make you a Power Rangers fan, and it's definitely not for you. So yeah, I'm not going to go too negative for this movie, because this movie's made for Power Rangers fans. Like, that's what this movie was made for, and I guess it was made for kids too, to bring a new generation to be Power Rangers fans, and I think a lot of young boys will love this movie. And that's fine, it's harmless, it's dumb fun, that's basically what it is. It's like the show in the 90s, it's dumb fun. It's just the kind of dumb fun that I'm not interested in. I like some dumb fun, but this is not my kind of dumb fun, so yeah. For me, I wouldn't recommend it, but for Power Rangers fans, definitely see it. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie Power Rangers a 6 out of 10. So yeah, I'm not going strictly negative, because there was some really entertainment value with the film. I did have some fun with it. I wasn't bored or anything. I wasn't like dreading my life watching it. I don't think it's really that bad, but it's really not that good either. And this movie is made for Power Rangers fans, so I give it that. Like, that's probably the biggest praise I can give it. At least a lot of Power Rangers fans will love it, so that's a plus in my books. But for non-Power Rangers fans, you won't hate it, but you definitely won't like it. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Power Rangers. So in the comment section below, please tell me, are you excited to see this movie? Are you not excited for this movie? Give me your thoughts and opinions. Also, what is your favorite Power Rangers movie? And what is your favorite Power Rangers character? I actually hate all the movies, so I guess this one is the winner by default. Favorite character, I liked Billy in this movie, so I guess he's my favorite character. But yeah, what is your favorite movie? What's your favorite character? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.